It's DSP's Game of the Year Awards, the best games of 2011. Honorable mention, Infamous 2. Picking up right where the last game left off, we again rejoin Cole McGrath on his epic quest of learning himself his new abilities and trying to save the world from the Beast. Moving locales to New Marais, which basically is like the real-life New Orleans, was a pretty interesting choice, giving you a little bit more variety outside of the city and actually being able to go into the swamp areas as well. Now, why isn't this game higher on my listing, even though it probably is one of the longest games, some of the best content and gameplay of the year? Well, honestly, the game is just kind of repetitive. It's more of the same of what you had in Infamous 1, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but being a direct sequel, I would have definitely liked to see a little bit more new additions, with the exception being that the melee combat is slightly improved, and also, unlike in Infamous 1, whether or not you choose the good or evil route can actually significantly change some of the missions that you do during the campaign, rather than just give you different powers. It still just really wasn't enough to captivate me and make me say, wow, they really went all out and improved for this sequel. So, Infamous 2, a really solid entry, a really good game, but just didn't make it into my top 10 this year. But now back to our countdown, and it's number 6, Uncharted 3: Drake's Deception. An epic adventure story that delivers? Check. A cast of memorable characters who won't have their all interesting personality quirks and stories? Check. Really fun third-person gameplay that also has some parkour and adventure aspects? Check. Uncharted 3 delivers on all levels. And this time around, Naughty Dog actually put some extra focus on the multiplayer gameplay, adding several additional modes and a competitive aspect that really makes it feel like you get hooked. You want to play more Uncharted 3 multiplayer, unlike what I said about Uncharted 2, where I felt the multiplayer was kind of tacked on and really not that interesting. The good thing about the Uncharted franchise is that you know you're spending your money well. You're going to get a lengthy, interesting, fun campaign and some nice multiplayer now added to the experience. However, why isn't this higher on my countdown? At this point, I do feel that 3 games in, it's all starting to be a bit too cliche. You pretty much know where the plot's going to end up. You know that at the end of the game, there's going to be some huge temple discovery, and somehow everything's going to be a showdown. There's going to have a huge explosion, or something's going to blow up, and you're going to have to escape. I mean, 3 games, it's the same kind of adventure movie, Indiana Jones cliches, and I'm interested to see where the series will go with Uncharted 4. However, Uncharted 3, still a really solid entry, really good multiplayer, definitely a solid game, a must-buy if you have a PS3, and I'm waiting for Uncharted 4 with lots of anticipation. Up next on our countdown, a game finally delivers on a long-standing promise.